after some time in the game, you're going to be able to do these things. I just want to make a video on this because it shows you that you can do it, because I didn't know a lot about the game and how in-depth it was. So after maybe a couple of hours, you're going to start collecting currency and whatnot. And at the bottom right is your hub world. Right now it's covered by an objective, so I forget what it's called. It's like your anti-Justice League town hall or whatever. And you'll talk to the penguin. This area is going to change as well as you play. Penguin. So you can go to the penguin, and you can overhaul your weapon, which is augmenting, which is upgrading your favorite weapon perhaps. And you can craft. You can also overhaul right from your loadout. You could pause the game, click the corresponding button at the bottom left where it says customize. And then from here you can overhaul, and it'll just upgrade it. And it shows you the currency that is required. So in this case, it'll cost 1,600, gold coins, as well as one green thing, one blue thing, and one of the purple thingies. Okay? So that's for overhauling. When you look back at your weapons, and you're going through the list, you can also get rid of weapons. In other words, you can salvage them, break them down, whatever you want to call it. Again, the button prompt at the bottom left says manage gear. So go ahead and manage that gear. And then from here, you're able to mark for breakdown. So you could do multiple weapons if you wanted. And then from here, if you look at the right, you hold on that button and it shows you right above it how many weapons you're recycling and what it is you're going to get out of it for doing so. We hold the button down. Okay. So you're going to be able to do that throughout the game. However, if you want to craft a weapon, you're going to have to talk to Penguin Face here, and you'll go to craft. And then from here, you can choose whatever it is you want. That you want a firearm and you want to make a pistol. It'll remind you, oh, I can't make a pistol. I mean, you can, but you can't use it for that current character. Let's try a shotgun. Oh, I can use a shotgun. Now, again, as you play and you unlock stuff, you're going to be able to do either random. You're going to be able to specify certain ones. You want to make an epic or a legendary one. Again, how much it's going to cost to craft said weapon. Yeah, and you can also do advanced compare. So if I were to make a new weapon with what's currently equipped, it is thinking that the new one I'm going to make is likely going to have a smaller mag size, a little bit less rate of fire, slightly less DPS, because that's a very specific one that you're making with those stats. I don't think those are random. This is random, which is why it doesn't tell you what exactly it's going to be, because those augments, you don't know what they're going to be. Or the magazine size, or the crit damage, or the damage. That's why there's a range. These, as far as I know, as you can tell, don't have a range, so they're very specific. Although the augments are random, okay? And then you would just hold it down again. You look at the right, and it tells you what materials you need to craft it. And that's pretty much it. And the last thing I want to talk about is the visualization of gear. See, customization for me is huge in a game, especially where it's third person, where you can actually see your character here. So if we look at, melee weapons, for example, for the shark, we could see that we've got some hatchets there. Then we've got these things here, and these actually glow. They've got deep freeze on them, so you can apply stuff to your weapons, like enchantments, if you will, and that comes from Ivy, but that's later on in the game again. Just to show you, again, all these different skins. Now, some of the skins are going to repeat themselves, but there seems to be a nice little healthy amount of variety when it comes to the weapons. Same with the shotguns, you got this kind of shotgun or this sort of minigun. Doesn't look the same as this minigun. This shotgun does not look the same as that shotgun. That sort of stuff. So there's a variety, or even this shotgun is a little bit different. Well, that's not a shotgun. It's going to take a second to refresh there. Yeah, so to me, that's important, and I'm really thankful about that. And I think that's pretty much all I want to talk about. 5-minute video. Hopefully I got to the point fairly quickly. That's usually what I try to pride myself on. This wasn't supposed to be like an in-depth look. And I will close it off with, once you get Ivy, you can go to her eventually. There we go. And this is where you can have your different afflictions. Like here you can put deep freeze. It'll freeze enemies for 10 seconds. Frozen enemies take 200% damage from firearms, 1000% from falling. But frozen enemies take greatly reduced damage from melee. Nullifies critical hit chance. Anyways, you get the idea. And then again, just like with an overhaul or whatever, or when you craft, apply an affliction. Again, you can do grenade melee weapons. Maybe you could do ranged weapons later. I got no idea. We'll take this. We'll do the blade, for example. And this is where you can add that affliction. And again, this one already has it. It has deep freeze. You can see there's a little bit of a glow there. And I appreciate all those sorts of things. And if we wanted to apply to our current weapon, again, it tells you the resource cost of that deep freeze. Okay, that's it. As always, thumbs up if you did like the video. It does greatly help support that channel with the algorithm, so they say. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it, deep freeze it, and then break it off in yours. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be fantastic now, wouldn't it? Don't worry about it. But if not, trust me, I get it. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And maybe, if I'm lucky, I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.